Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to start with a new subject for 6th semester that I'm going to solve the herbal drug technique question bank as per RGUHS. So the first question is 10 marks. There are 30 questions for herbal drug technique, 10 marks. So I'm going to divide and give you the question and answers. The first question is, discuss in detail the various skincare formulations with their importance. So the various skincare formulations are cleansing cream, cold cream, vanishing cream, and moisturizers, etc. So I'll start with the first one, that is cleansing cream. So cleansing was done by using a piece of stone to scrap the skin. Later the civilization used materials of plants origin along with water for the cleansing. In the earliest they mention of a soap making process which can be found by a Sumerian clay tablets dating to CD 2000 before crisis. So the first cosmetic cleansing cream to be manufactured on an industrial scale was cold cream. It is an emulsion made with the minerals or the almond oil along with the beeswax, borax and water. So many of the environmental impurities and the cosmetic products are not water soluble. Hence, washing the skin with simple water would not be sufficient to remove the dirt and pores, etc. So, skin cleansers are the surface active substances that lower the surface tension on the skin and remove the dirt, sebum oil from the cosmetic products and the microorganisms and exfoliated corneum cells in an emulsified form. So it can moisturize the skin and remove the dirt, sweat, makeup at the same times. With their mild and effective action, cleansing creams are nowadays have a beneficial for healthy skin care. And number second, that is night cream. So the night and massage creams are designed to be left on the skin for the several hours to remain or the mobile on the same skin even after vigorous rubbing. So many night moisturizing creams are comparatively light and easy to rub in compared with those of the overnight and the massage types. So the melatonin is considered as a strong antioxidant molecule where it is one of the most potent hydroxyl radical in the nature. So the glycerin is used as an humectant, and glyceryl caprolate moisturizes and balances the pH of the skin. So it is an antimicrobial and the antifungal properties, where the hydrogel gels are for the skin care, which presents for an important advantages such as long residence time on the application side and reduced product administration frequency. So the topical application of lanolate enriched oil such as sunflower seed oil might enhance the skin barrier function and improve the outcome in the neonates which compromised barrier functions. So the sunflower oil preserved in the stratum corneum and the integrity and the improvedness for the hydration in the same volunteers. And number third, that is massage cream. So a beauty massage cream that promotes the firmness and while helps to prevent the skin from the sagging and other signs of aging. So the facial massage is an extremely popular form of a beauty for the treatment and is to rejuvenate the skin, where the combining massage with the moisturizers application is a popular technique in the beauty spa sections. So the action of rubbing the cream into the skin is a form of massage and these simple actions will go a very long way towards the recovery of skin integrity and in the prevention of harm and infections. So massage is also used to remove the intestinal fluid and accelerate the which leads to the reduction and cellulite. So the massage therapy has been shown to have a beneficial effect. Even Thai massages are available for the person who need the massage and maybe one of the alternative therapies to improve the balance which performances. Massage is efficiency improves growth and post massage sleep. So number 4, that is cold cream. The invention of cold cream is created by a Galen, which is a physician in a 2nd century from the Greece. So the cold cream is a thick and softens which it touches the skins. So it is perfect for the dry skin on the elbow, feet and knees, and also helps to perfect for the natural ways of removing makeup and to avoid the dry parts of your body. So the emulsion is water in oil type, and the name cold cream derives from the cooling feeling that the cream leaves on the skin after the leaving cream is applied to the skin. Much of the water evaporates and leaving the remaining oil to act as a solvent which cleanses the skin of the cosmetics and other germs. So the cold cream is an emulsion of water and certain fats that usually includes beeswax and various scents against the design to smooth skin and remove makeup. Borax were added in the ingredients at the end of the 19th century. So the beeswax were used for the antimicrobial properties and preservative effects the possible to preserve the ingredients which can be used in the formulation of cold cream. So the glycolic acid has an anti-inflammatory and photoprotective effect where the against UVB radiations. So most common products are glycolic acid and lactic acid. Number 5, that is moisturizer. So the moisturizer is a type which is mostly oil based and serve the function of maintaining the skin water content by creating a hydrophobic barrier over the skin and blocking the transepidermal water loss. So the last type of moisturizers are humectants that consist of a hygroscopic substances which helps the stratum corneum to absorb the water by attracting the water from the dermis and a humid environment into the epidermis. The efficiency of the moisturizers depend upon the proper selection and the compliance to continuously use it. So the moisturizers among all the other skin creams most widely used. So if water is lost, all the other creams are most widely used for more rapidly from the stratum corneum than it is used to receive from the lower layer of the epidermis. Then the skin becomes dehydrated and loses its flexibility. So water alone will not restore the flexibility, and there are two basic types of dry skin. That is, first, due to the prolonged exposure to low humidity and an air movement, and the second is due to aging related physicochemical changes. So question number 2, mention various Ayurvedic formulation and elaborate the formulation of asava and its alcoholic content determination. So Ayurvedic formulations can be categorized into the 4 types, which is based on the physical nature of the dosage form. Number 1, solid dosage form, example Vati Gutika. Number 2, semi-solid dosage form, example Leha and Kalka. Number third, liquid dosage form, that is example Asava. And number fourth, powder dosage form, example Bhasama and Churnas. So the formulation of Asava, the drug is finely powdered and mixed with the other ingredients, and these contents are added to a solution of a sugar or a jarji or honey and mixed well. Then it is boiled and transferred into the wooden barrels and covered with the pots. So the mouth of the container is covered with the earthen lid, or the edges are sealed with the clay smeared cloth, which is wounded in 7 consecutive layers. So the container is kept in an underground cellar or a heap of a paddy in order to ensure a constant temperature, which is maintained during the process of fermentation. So after a specified period, the lid is removed and the contents are examined to ensure that the process of fermentation has been completed and the fluid is filtered and stored. So the standardization parameters of aritas and asavas are, so the asava should be a clear without any froth or a foam at the top. So it should be not sour upon standing, and it should have a characteristic aromatic and alcoholic odor. So there should be no effervescence produced, that is example asava, atridasa and kumasava and vasaka asava, etc. So alcoholic content determination are, there are 2 types for the determination of alcohol content in the substance. Number 1, distillation method, and number 2, chromatographic method. So number 1, distillation method. So the distillation method is not less than 25 ml for the preparation of being examined, and it was transferred to the distillation flask and its temperature noted. So it was diluted with an equal volume of water. Afterwards it distilled and distillate about 2 ml less than the total volume is collected, which is 23 ml. So water is added to measure the exact same volume of the original test, that is 25 ml, and the liquid is adjusted to the temperature noted before, and find the specific gravity for the liquid was determined, and alcohol content analyzed by using the relative density table given in the USP. So from the alcoholic meter, the table find the percentage of the alcohol. So the formula to calculate the distillation method are, specific gravity for alcohol is equals to W3, in the sense weight, W3 minus W1 divided by W2 minus W1. So this formula we have used in the 4th semester physical pharmaceutics. So W1 is equals to weight of empty specific gravity bottle, W2 is equals to weight of specific gravity bottle plus water, and W3 is equals to weight of a specific gravity bottle plus alcohol. So the specific gravity of alcohol is 0.7899. So the specific gravity for water is 1, and alcohol content is volume by volume and volume by weight. So coming to the next question, that is explain WHO and ICH guidelines for the assessment of herbal drug. So assessment, evaluation, standardization of drug are the same, which means the confirmation of its identity and the determination of its quality and the purity for detection and nature of the adulterations, where by the various parameters like morphological, microscopical, physical, chemical and biological observations. So the evaluation of herbal drug is necessary because of three main reasons. Number one, there is biochemical variation in the drug and deterioration due to the improper processing and the storage. Deterioration in the sense wastage of the herbal drug, which if we does not add any preservatives to the drug or the molecule, so it can deteriorate or it can be get into the degradation process. So and number third, adulteration and substitution. So the guidelines for the quality control for herbal formulations by WHO has given a certain guidelines for the assessment or evaluation or standardization of the drug for the herbal drug, and most of the countries have adopted these guidelines. So the aims and objectives by WHO guidelines in the standardizing of the herbal drugs are: number one, quality control of crude drug material, plant preparation and finished products. Number second, stability assessment and shelf life. Number third, safety assessment, documentation of safety based on the experience or the toxicological studies. And number fourth, assessment of efficacy by studying the pharmacology of drug and evaluating their biological activity. So the ICH guidelines, the International Conference on Harmonization, is the full form of ICH guidelines. So the technical requirements for registration of pharmaceutical for human use, ICH is a unique project that brings together the regulatory authorities of Europe, Japan and the US, with experts from the pharmaceutical industry in the three regions to discuss the scientific and the technical aspects of the product registration. So the 6 parties to ICH represents the regulatory bodies and research based industry in the three regions, that is Europe, Japan and USA. So where the vast new medicines of majority are currently developed. The objectives are more economical use for human, animal and material resources, elimination of unnecessary delay in the global development and availability of the new medicines, maintaining the safeguards on quality, safety, efficacy and the regulatory obligations to protect the public health. QSEM in the sense quality, safety, efficacy and multidisciplinary. In that, number one, quality, those relating to the chemical and pharmaceutical quality assurance. Safety, those relating to in vivo and in vitro preclinical studies. Efficacy, those relating to the clinical study in human subject, and multidisciplinary cross-cutting topics which do not fit uniquely into one of the above categories. So the quality, in that the subparts are: A. Stability testing of new drug and products. So the photostability testing, stability testing for a new dosage form, bracketing and matrixing the designs for the stability testing and evaluation of the stability data. Where B. Definition and terminology analytical validations, in that methodology, impurities in the new drug substance, impurities in the new drug products and impurity guidelines for the residual solvents. So C. Pharmacopoeia. So the pharmacopoeial harmonization. And D. Viral safety evaluation, where the genetic stability and stability of biotechnology products and the cell substrate. E. Specification test procedure and expectance criteria for a new drug substances and the products. F. GMP, that is good manufacturing practice for activate pharmaceutical ingredients. G. Pharmaceutical development. H. Quality risk management. I. Pharmaceutical quality system. So, safety, the guidelines on the need of carcinogenic studies of pharmaceuticals, where testing for the carcinogenetics are pharmaceuticals, dose selection for carcinogenic studies pharmaceuticals, and guidance on the genotoxicity testing and the data interpretation for pharmaceuticals intended for human use, and duration of chronic toxicity testing in animals, and detection of toxicity to reproduction for medical products and toxicity to make fertility, and safety pharmacology studies for the human pharmaceuticals, immunotoxicity studies for the pharmaceuticals, non-clinical evaluation for anti-cancer pharmaceuticals. In number third, that is efficacy, the clinical safety data management, revision for the ICH guidelines on clinical safety data management, and maintenance for the ICH guidelines, where CSDM periodic safety update reports for the drugs, post-approval safety data management, and definitions and the standards for the expanded reporting, pharmacovigilance planning, pharmacodevelopment safety report, and guidelines for good clinical practice. So, in the multidisciplinary guidelines, the medical terminology, electronic standardization for the transfer of regulatory information, and non-clinical safety studies for the conduct of human clinical trials, and the common technical document, data elements, and the standardization for the drug dictionaries, where the WHO guiding the principle for assessing the quality in the relation to the safety of herbal medicines with specific references to contaminants and residues. So, model criteria for use in the identifying possible contaminants and the residue. Example for practical procedures for controlling the quality of finished herbal products, and quality control method for medicinal plant material, where good agricultural and collection practices, GMP, in the sense good manufacturing process, supplementary guidelines for the manufacturers of herbal medicine products. So, question number 4, explain in detail the concept of Ayurvedic system of the medicine. So, Ayurveda is one of the oldest system of the medicine, in which it came into the existence about 900 before crisis. So, the word Ayu means life and Veda means science. Literally, the Ayurveda means science of the life, where the Charaka and Sushruta made the significant contribution to Ayurveda. The book Charaka Susmita was written by the Charaka, and he was known as the father of Ayurveda. So, Ayurveda is based on the following principles. Number 1, Panchama Bhuta, that is Prithvi, Jala, Vayu, Agni, and Akasha. So, 5 pillars. Number 2, 3 dosha, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Number 3, Guna, Rasa, Siddhanta. So, Rasa, Guna, Virya, Vapika, and Prabhava. In that, number 1, Panchama Bhuta. According to this theory, it believes the whole universe is made up of the 5 basic elements known as Mahabhutas, and they are present in the human body. They are Prithvi, Jala, Vayu, Agni, and Akasha. So, combination of these 5 elements form a 7 basic tissues of the body, which are referred as Saptadahu, which are follows as, in that, number 1, Rasa, in the sense lymph or a plasma. Number 2, Rakta, blood. Mamsa, flesh. meda, fat, asti, bones, moja, marrow, shukra, reproductive organ, and these saptadahu undergo wear and tear to form a mala, that is excretory products. Number second, Tridosha theory. So according to this theory, the five basic elements Pancha Mahabhuta exist in the body in the three different form together known as Tridosha, and they are Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata in the sense space plus air, Pitta fire plus liquid, Kapha liquid plus solid. So these three doshas were present in the balanced form in the body and considered as a healthy condition. Any imbalance in the three dosha is considered as a disease or a condition, where the Ayurveda tries to maintain the balance in these elements. Number one, Vata, it regulates the psychic and the nervous system. Pitta, it regulates the energy production, digestion, tissue building, etc. And Kapha, it regulates the heat formation of fluid, mucus, etc. And number third, that is Guna, Rasa, Virya, Vipika and Prabhava. So these are considered as a five pharmacological principal properties of the Daryo, that is drug substances. So they are Rasa, taste, Guna, taste, Vairya, active principle, Vipika, digesting products, Prabhava, pharmacotherapeutic action. So the diagnosis for Ayurveda are number one, observation of doshas, number second, observation of skin, eyes, hairs, nails and tongue, number third, recording of the pulse, number fourth, investigation of mala, that is urine, stools and the sweat. So treatment for Ayurveda is elimination therapy, elevation therapy, psychic therapy and surgery therapy. So question number 5, discuss quality control assessment for the herbal cosmetics. So the quality control is a term which refers to the process involved in maintaining the quality and the validity of the manufacturing product. So in herbal cosmetics, it includes the microscopic evaluation, determination of ash value and heavy metals, foreign matters, and also include the microbacterial contaminations. So the herbal cosmetics are usually the mixtures of many constituents. The active principle is most cases unknown, may not be available for commercially, and plant materials are chemically and naturally variable. So the sources and quality of the raw materials are variable. So the method of harvesting, drying, storage, transportation and processing affect the quality of the product. So strict guidelines have to be followed for the successful production and quality of herbal cosmetics. So the quality control and standardization for herbal cosmetics involves the steps. The quality and plant product is determining by prevailing the conditions during the growth and expected good agricultural practice, that is GAP, can control this. So this includes the seed selection, growth condition and use of fertilizers, harvesting, drying and storage. So the proper quality control and standardization for both raw material and the herbal preparations should be conducted. In that, number one, standardization of herbal cosmetic products and market analysis of herbal cosmetics. So the standardization of herbal cosmetic products, it involves the herbal drug preparation to define a content for the constituent of substance with a known therapeutic activity by adding the excipients or by mixing the herbal drugs or herbal preparations. So the active principles are unknown which is to establish analytical purpose and define the constituents of the herbal that are important for the quality and finished products. So there are two types of the standardization in that: number one, true standardization, and number second, based on manufacturer's guarantee, which gives the guarantee for the product. So number one, true standardization. It is a definite phytochemical of a constituent is known to have an activity 20% of the flavons and 6% of the terpenes. Is a classic example for these products are highly concentrated and no longer represent the whole herb, and in many cases they are vastly more effective than the whole herb. In the process maybe result in the loss of efficacy and the potential for adverse effect and herb the drug interaction may increase. And number second, based on the manufacturer's guaranteeing and the presence of the certain percentages for the marker compounds in case the herbal cosmetic preparations, the productions and the primary processing of the medicinal plant has a direct influence of the quality for the active pharmaceutical ingredients due to the inherent complexity for the natural growing medicine plants and the limited availability of the simple analytical techniques. And number second, marketing analysis of herbal cosmetic. So these are the small several major steps in the herbal cosmetics products, where the manufacturing starts from the herbal crop planting to the herbal product manufacturing and marketing. So pre-processing involves reduces in the size of the herb by chopping and grinding to prepare a processing, while a good storage method ensures that the active phytochemicals are maintained before the processing, and processing is a critical aspect for the herbal cosmetics production, especially due to low yield of extracts, and the processing method are usually based on traditional methods such as high pressure water extraction of herb, which are traditionally boiled as decoctions. So new innovative methods such as supercritical fluids and such as carbon dioxide under high pressure are utilized to produce a herbal extracts and needed to be developed to produce a herbal extracts for higher yield. So low operating costs are faster production times. In addition, overall the phytochemical yields or a herbal extracts is between 2 to 5% of important to develop expertise in the optimizing process. As process increases through the reduction of utility usage, increase in the phytochemical yield, reduction of extraction solvents and reduction for the processing time. So here I have completed the 5 question and answers for herbal drug technology for 10 marks. Tomorrow I am going to continue with the 6th question. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and as I said before that I'll give the 10 marks question answers in the part wise direction. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.